Congressman Akop said it. Ask them, why are you here? Ang sinabi nila, courtesy. If it's really about courtesy, why are your two leaders not here? And then you also explain to them why they are here. Because they have a mandate to be transparent to the Filipino people. They have a wrong mindset, this PCSO. They are an embarrassment to the Bongbong Marcos administration. BBM, when he campaigned in the last election, espoused unity. Where is the unity in PCSO when your two leaders are not here? Madam Chair, the reason we defer budgets is so that we can reset and talk when we have cooler heads. Because maybe we were upset in the previous committee meeting. But how can we resolve our problems when the leaders of the PCSO are not here? The purpose of resetting or deferring the budget of the PCSO so that we can resolve our issues with them cannot be achieved. So I hope, Madam Chair, you will fight for the integrity of the House and the dignity of the House of Representatives, that they cannot come here and insult us, because they're not insulting public officials. They are also insulting the people who voted for us, the 500,000 voters of the province of Lanao del Norte and the rest of the country. They do not respect us. They don't want to answer us on why we are not receiving certain assistance that were requested. Ako naman, I don't really care. Honestly. Ambulance here, ambulance there, it's not important to me. The important thing for me is that the people receive something. How little, how large, it doesn't matter. At least the people can say the government is working for them. That's the purpose I sit in these hours of budget hearing. So I can go back to Lanao del Norte, to my district, and say, oh, ito ang ginagawa ng BBM administration. Oh, ito ang programa ng PCSO. But instead of being able to see that, I'm seeing a faction. I hope we can resolve this problem, Madam Chair, and I hope we can call them back. I'd like to ask a few things, because I'm really disappointed with the way they posture themselves here. One is, what is the relationship between the GM and the chair? Because the chair is our former colleague, so it's natural for us to give him requests. And now, earlier I heard from Congressman Barbers that we have to give it to the GM. Para sa akin, it should be no difference in who we give our letters to. Because that program is, as you said, operational in nature and for the Filipino people. If it can be accommodated, it should be accommodated. It should not matter who we should give it to, the chairman or the GM. So, Madam Chair, again, what is the process for the PCSO when we have districts and provinces and municipalities that are in need of PCSO's social program?
Once again, we will continue to resupply BRP Sierra Madre. And of course, the Philippine Coast Guard vessels were once again dangerously harassed. This is, to me, irresponsible behavior on the part of the Chinese Coast Guard. And I think that the world knows who is in the right here. So it doesn't need much more saying or talking about. The world has reacted before to the water cannoning. And I think what has to be underscored here is that wala nang water cannoning, pero mas delikado ang mga maniobra na ginawa nila sa mga kasama natin ng Philippine Coast Guard. No? Kaya nga, isinama ko sa aking talumpati kanina, ang kailangan talagang sabay-sabay na upgrading din ng ating Coast Guard at ang ating Philippine Navy. Para sa ganon, ang internal maritime security capabilities ay mapagtuunan nila ng pansin. At syempre, kasi fishing vessels at mangingisda ang ating pinoprotektahan, kailangan din nila ng capabilities for protecting Philippine vessels, maritime safety and security. Ito, ginawa ng Chinese Coast Guard. Napaka-egregious violation ito ng maritime safety. Kita mo naman sa ang paggigit-git nila, at kung may mangyari, sino ang sasagot? Ano ang mangyayari? Tayo, dire-diretso lang, nag-escort ng ating RORE vessels, sila nang gigit-git na ganun eh. So, sino ang irresponsible dito? Sa akin, obvious na po ang kasagutan.
Sir, at one point, sir, nabalakaw na sa akin yung rig ng China Coast Guard sa near Ayungin, and our forces offering to help, but they refuse and instead blame it on us kung bakit nangyari yung first.
Siyempre, tayo ay sumusunod tayo sa maritime law at maritime safety. Pag may nabalaho na vessel, naalok natin tulungan. Ngayon, kung maninisi sila, tinatago na lang nila ang kapalpakan nila. Hindi naman, eto kasi ay President's budget. Kailangan din naman ng budget para sa mga importanteng mga programa. Ngayon, nasa House na yan, binigay natin ang requirements natin kung paano balansehin ito. But nagpapasalamat kami sa suporta ng House at ng Senado, no? Sa pag-iintindi ng mga requirements natin, pang kinabukasan at continuous requirements. Wari mo, ito, 2 barko, kinakailangan natin gumugol taon-taon na mas malaking halaga para i-operate ito ng tama. Kung hindi, ang mangyayari dito ay hindi ma-optimize ang paggamit nito.
So are you confident that the Senate will try to adoption?
Hindi ako, it would be discourteous of me to be confident or whatnot. I hope And I feel our legislators will understand our plight and that they will try their level best to make things better for the defense establishment, together naman with our farmers, energy security, social services, education, and the like.
Francis Hilo from TV5 Sir.
Sir, some are saying na it's about time to use Navy ships sa mission para naman sa rest of the. What's your take on that?
Yan ay hahayaan ko muna sa rekomendasyon sa atin ng Philippine Navy, ng Chief of Staff at ng National Security Council. Hindi ko masasagot yan ngayon That's an operational endeavor. So I don't want to give any opinions on that. I would like to be fully informed, and then there is a process for discussing this. May proseso po tayo. Hindi ko po masasagot na hindi po ako just talking out of mouth.
It's one of the options.
Ay, talagang option po lagi yan. Depende po sa sitwasyon.
Alam mo, tiba na sa tayo na kulang lang tayo ng ating ulit. So, dapat pag-isipan mo sa sinasabayan ng katatagan. So, in terms of modernization ng ating armies, specifically ng Philippine Navy,
pinag-iisipan na po natin talaga. Sinabi ko po sa ating Chief of Staff at ang kanyang staff, back to the drawing board tayo. Sa mga re-horizoning natin at re-strategization po natin, kailangan ay ang modernisasyon na hindi piecemeal, kailangan interoperable, at kailangan ito ay magkakaroon ng diferensya sa ating credible deterrent posture. Hindi yung pakitang tao lamang, kung hindi tunay na modernisasyon. Ito'y mahalaga dahil ito'y kung gugugol tayo para sa hiwa-hiwalay ng mga sistema, ang suma total yan ay malaki. No? Ito, antimano, malaki, pero at least synergistic, pwedeng i-phase in, at it will be agnostic, threat agnostic, eka nga. Lahat na ng klaseng threats, to include the peaceful protection of Philippine sovereign rights in the 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone, private commercial activities authorized by the government, Filipino fisher folk so that they can fish without any disturbance whatsoever by any fictitious claims of history or whatnot. Gagawin po natin yan sa isang komprehensibong re-strategization, kalinsabay po ng ating mga kaalyado, natural, kasi walang parte ng buong mundo na may karagatan na walang alyansa. Kahit naman po ang iba't ibang bansa ay nag-aalyansa, China may alyansa din. So pag-iisipan po natin ng mabuti ito, binibigyan ko po sila ng panahon upang para pag-umpisa ng re-horizoning at rethinking ng modernization, sa step 1 pa lang, may pundasyon na tayo na maganda.
Thank you, sir. Last question, sir, from Senator Castillo, Jenny Sir.
Sir, information matters hindi natin pag-implement, sir. Pero as far as the Navy is concerned, sir, what's the next step, sir? After kung recent ayungin incidents, kasi kung natin alam mo tayo kung verbal, pag-implement po tayo.
Maraming options dyan, pero hindi ko talaga ma-divulge. Itong mga, sa akin, ang tinututukan ko ang capability upgrades natin. At ang ating human resource skills and retraining po ng ating civilian and military employees sa DND. Para po, mas yung transition to territorial defense bumilis. Hindi po pwedeng overnight ito. Ang insidente po nga pala sa Ayungin, these are tactical incidents that occur. Si Westcom po ang bahala dyan insofar as the armed forces is concerned. Ngayon, kung may policy decisions na kailangan i-rekomenda kay Presidente, yun po dadaan sa akin. Pero as a rule of thumb, hinahayaan po natin ang area commanders na magdeside. Subject to guidelines po na inilalatag po natin. Palagay ko sa kanila mo na tanungin, kesa sa akin sa tingin ko, sa ganang akin ko, ang mandato ko ay iangat ang moral, hindi lang po ng ating sundalo, kung hindi ang ating retirees at veterano. Ang sundalo po hindi magsasalita yan. Trabaho ko po magsalita para sa kanila. Trabaho din ng retirees magsalita para sa kanila. Dahil professional soldiers will not talk, they will not express, except probably to their families or in private, yung kanilang kondisyon. Kaya pag may nararamdaman po tayo na hinaing or kinakailangan, wala naman hong hinaing kinakailangan nila, ako po ay naglalabas kasi trabaho po natin yan. Sa tingin ko, ginagawa ko na lahat para magampanan ang tungkulin ko, para iangat ang moral at welfare ng ating mga kasundaluhan.
Lahat po ng Newsflash video ay makikita sa aking Newsflash playlist. Sa mga gusto naman po ng mga biblical topics, punta po kayo sa aking channel na Mahaphir TV. Para sa mga gustong mag-order ng Fermax Firmang and Lifting Cream and Immune System Booster, contact Mr. Dante Meraviles on Facebook. Cell phone number 0908-6553757.